Hello guys, thank you for clicking on this video. So in this video we'll be discussing Yash's romantic love proposal to Aarti and how it all went wrong. So guys, Yash finally decided to confess his love for Aarti and he made a romantic preparation to describe how he feels to Aarti, but a mistake on Mrs. Dube's part caused the entire plan to flop. So Yash rented out a hotel and made special arrangements for Aarti, but Aarti misunderstood the entire situation and she ended up exposing her secrets which she had hidden from Yash from the start of their marriage. So when she saw the arrangement, she thought that it was made by Prashant, and so she became very angry and she vented out her frustrations as well as exposing the secret that she has been trying to hide from Yash for a very long time, and that is that her husband is not dead but she's actually a divorcee and not a widow. So guys, keep on watching this video to the end to learn more about what happened. The Scindia family leaves the Dubes home and thanks them for making it a memorable day of their lives. While others leave, Yash stays behind to tell Aarti that he has an urgent important meeting that he has to attend. After completing that, he would come and pick her up. Aarti tries to protest, but Taji asks her to stay behind. Yash leaves while Aarti is tensed. Outside, sitting in his car, Yash calls someone who tells him that the preparations are done and they are waiting for the photos. He says he is coming with them. He calls Shobha and tells her to send Aarti to the address that he had given her. He thinks to himself that now he will finally tell Aarti what his eyes have already told her. In the room, while arranging things, Shobha realizes that Aarti and Prashant's picture is missing from the photo album. She realizes that she gave it to Yash in a state of haste and nervousness. Shobha expresses her concern with Prashant, who just walks in. She reminds him of the favor that Aarti did to him, saving his life, and that now it is time to pay her back by saving her marriage and her life with Yash from destruction. Shobha is tensed while Prashant leaves. Meanwhile, Yash reaches the hotel and a person comes up to him and gives him the framed pictures. Underneath the pile lies Aarti and Prashant's wedding photo. While placing the photos on the stand, Yash talks to himself, saying Aarti's smile is the basis of his existence. The sparkle of her eyes are responsible for the sunshine in his life. Meanwhile, Aarti too reaches the hotel. She is surprised when the driver drops her at the hotel. She asks the driver why he dropped her there. The driver says he was instructed to do so by Shobha. Aarti gets down from the taxi and enters into the hotel. As she steps into the hallway, a romantic song starts playing and she finds a letter with poetry and a directional arrow pointing her to walk ahead. She thinks to herself that Yash is very nice and walks ahead in anticipation. She walks inside to find a violinist playing a beautiful melody. She walks ahead and finds a pathway filled with balloons and one red heart-shaped balloon pointing her where to go next. Aarti keeps on walking in anticipation to find Yash. Yash is still arranging the pictures and Prashant sees him and hides behind a pillar. When Yash goes to place another photo, Prashant sneaks and manages to remove his wedding photo. He is about to leave when Yash gets a phone call. He hears Yash ordering someone to send Aarti up. Prashant is confused that he can't leave now and he is frustrated at the dilemma. Meanwhile, Aarti reaches the elevator. She sees a video camera that shows Prashant hiding behind a pillar. She misinterprets that it was him behind this and feels disgusted. She gets on the elevator with the intention of giving Prashant a piece of her mind. When Aarti reaches the top, she finds the room romantically set with the screen saying "I love you" and all her pictures around. She also finds a man's silhouette standing with his back to her and gazing at her and Anshi's photo. She feels disgusted and starts to say that why is he doing all this? She accepts that she loved him once, but now she is tied to Yash. Yash, who is standing with his back to her, is shocked, while Prashant is devastated hearing Aarti. Aarti continues talking, thinking that she is talking to Prashant. She says it is true that she loved him at one point of time, and they have shared memories of their life together that she can't forget. But he has to understand that she is now somebody else's wife, a daughter-in-law, mother to 3 kids, and she is carrying Yashi's unborn baby, and therefore she has a responsibility. She asks him not to keep any false hopes that she would come back to him, because she can never come back to him. He continues saying it was a big day when they met. From initial fights, they grew into friends. They fell in love and got married. Yash is shocked to hear this. Aarti continues speaking, saying she felt like she was in heaven, feeling like she has got all the happiness in the world. An orphan that she was, she came into his house with the love and respect with which his parents treated her. She felt complete and considered herself to be the luckiest girl in the world. But it was not meant to be, since he left her for another woman. She had cried and begged in front of him and tried to keep him back on the pretext of their unborn child, but he did not listen or stop. Still, somewhere deep in her heart, she always thought that he would return back to her. Years passed by with her thinking that. Ansh grew up and was 5 years of age and started demanding things son would want from his dad. She became his father and fulfilled all the roles of a father, so that when Prashant came back, he would not have any ill feelings towards his father, but he did not come. Then one day, the Dubes got her remarried to Yash. She had no interest in remarrying or being with someone other than Prashant. She still got married because she was thinking about the Dubes' happiness and Anshi's future. She reminds him how she came to meet him with henna on her hands, with the hope that if he saw her being married off, he would realize his love and come back to her. But he did not. Her hopes were washed away and she was devastated. She tells him that it is too late and she would never come back to him now. She says how can she leave the person who gave his name, identity, and love to her son? How can she leave someone who gave the respect the Dubes deserved from their son and did not get? And how could she leave off the 2 young daughters who consider her as their mother, depriving them of motherly love twice in their life? She wished him to be happy wherever and with whoever he is. She tells him that she loved him once more than life, so she cannot wish bad on him. She tells him to go away from her life and never come back. Aarti leaves from there. Prashant also leaves, leaving Yash alone in the room. A shocked and speechless Yash is taken back to the incident when Prashant's name came up during his Diwali visit, awkwardness between her and Prashant, Dubes lying about their son, and Prashant making up stories about his wife. While Aarti is walking out, she is stopped by Prashant, but she does not listen to him and tells him to stay away from her as she would never come back to him. She leaves despite Prashant trying to stop her and tell her the truth. Meanwhile, Yash vents out his anger. He shouts and demands to know why Aarti lied to him when she knows he hates lies. Aarti goes to the temple and says she knows she has been keeping a secret from Yash. She says it pains her to lie and keep the truth away from Yash, but it is her helplessness that she has no other option but to lie to Yash. She says on one side is Prashant, his son and his disease, and on the other hand is her life, her love and Yash. She wonders what to do and who to choose. Yash's heart softens after he vents out his anger. He holds up a picture of Aarti and talks to her that she explained everything, but she also needs to explain to his heart now. He says he can't hate her even after knowing that she betrayed him. He says how can he admit his love to her after this? So guys, that is how Yashi's love confession for Aarti went wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also turn on post notifications so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. You can also check out this channel for more playlists on your favorite ZeeWorld series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye.